What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to something we haven't done in a long time. What are we doing? Well, you probably know by the thumbnail. We're opening some toys. So this is kind of like a haul and review and showcase and show and tell, all wrapped up into a big bow. I don't want to sit down and review each and every one of these, and I think it's kind of cool to just open some toys and give you guys a look at them and tell you what I think about them. So that's what we're going to do in this video. And hope you guys enjoy it. We got a mix of mostly just Transformers and Star Wars for this one. So hopefully you guys are into that. If you're not, watch it anyway. Let's do it. All right, starting things out. We're going to start out with probably my favorite company and line going right now, and that is Yolo-Park Transformers. This one is Cheetor. Not really a new figure, but these things are incredible. I've talked about these before. $36, and they are worth every single penny. So here's a quick look at the box. And there you go. There it's Cheetor. I'm not really into Beast Wars, but this looks too good, and I've had too many good experiences with this brand to not be excited. So let's crack them open, take a look. All right, guys, all unboxed, and another banner from Yolo-Park. These guys are killing it. I have absolutely loved everything they're doing. There's a quick look at Cheetor. I mean, you can get this guy in almost any pose you want, just like all the others. Got this nice staff. There's a good look at the head sculpt there. Comes with about 6 different hands, and really well done. And he's not like a typical model kit like your Bandai, where he feels cheap and he feels like he's going to fall apart. This feels like an action figure. It feels like a NECA, or it feels like a Hasbro. It feels like that. So, I mean, this is really well done. I'll just get you a quick look at the details. One thing I love, too, is they really pay attention to, like, the spines. Some of the pistons are almost, they kind of fake it to where it looks like the pistons are actually working. This line's, I'm all in. I'm not even that into Beast Wars, as I said before, but I'm in completely. There is a lot of cool stuff coming out with Yolo-Park, and this is a banner. This is a 9.5 out of 10. I'm also going to show you guys something else that I never talked about on this channel. This is the best one, and yes, I think this is even better than the G1 Megatron I showed you guys a couple videos ago. This is the Scourge from Rise of the Beasts, and this thing is incredible. He's about 9 inches tall, and right now, this is my figure of the year. This thing is unbelievable. This spins like it should. Get a good look at that head sculpt there. I need to get in front of my light. There we go. Comes with the blade. I mean, the blade's even sharp, so you got to be kind of careful. But the details on this is a $36 figure. I haven't seen detail this good in like $100 and $200 statue. But can't say enough about Yolo-Park, guys. So there's Scourge as well. But yeah, if you're into Transformers, they don't transform, but if you're into Transformers at all, check out Yolo-Park. All right, next one, we've got Grimlock. And you can see how much I paid for this Grimlock. This is normally a $55 figure. Got him for 17 bucks. This is the G2 Lemon Grimlock, as I like to call him. He's the Lemon Grimlock. So let's open him up and let's take a look at this guy and see if he's any good. Okay, yeah, I mean, this is just a repaint. There's no changes, anything else, but man, is he bright. If I need to go out at night, if I need to walk across the street in the pitch black, I'll take him with me and he can be my light source, but he is bright. But he's still cool. I kind of wish they had done the blue Grimlock. That's really the G2, but there is talk that might happen. But yeah, just a straight repack. We don't get wheelie, which is fine, no big deal. But all the articulation's the same if you guys have the regular Grimlock. I do like that, you know, this is even yellow right here. The purple, the teal, what is this? I guess this is like sea blue or something, sea green. And then you got the little stripes there. But all the articulation's the same as the Studio Series Grimlock. And I mean, for 17 bucks, this is a winner and a half. This is one of the best Studio Series figures I think they've ever done. And I think it looks great. They did a good job repainting him. And I'll be honest with you guys, if you can't find this guy, buy this and try to repaint it. It'll be a lot cheaper, and you know, at least you'll have a Grimlock, because this guy, for the G1 coloring, he's like $200-300. So it's an option, guys. I would definitely recommend, if you find him and you find him cheap, definitely grab him. Good figure. All right, last of the Transformers, and it's going to get a little gnarly in here. We've got the Death Prowl and the Death Ironhide. This was found at Ross for 15 bucks. Found a lot of these sets. I thought for sure, being 15 bucks, these sets would have just flown off the shelves, but no, this is one that's kind of hanging around. So get you guys a little bit of a look at the packaging and their screaming, dying faces, which I have, before we open this, I do have to make a confession, and this is really going to probably bug all the Transformer fans out there. Just the other day, first time in, well, ever, I watched this movie from beginning to end. I've seen parts of it, but I never saw it in the theater when I was a kid. First time ever, 43 years old, I finally caught the movie beginning to end, and I'll lie if I say I didn't shed a little tear when Optimus died. I mean, come on. So let's do it. Let's crack open the Death Ironhide and the Death Prowl. All right, kind of a demented set. We're celebrating the death of the Autobots. Let's take a look at Prowl real quick. One cool thing is you can actually peg. You get a whole slew of these little blast effects here. You can actually peg it right onto the front of him. And now he's getting shot. So there you go. A wonderful, I'm dying face, I guess is what it is. One of the big sellers for this set is this Prowl, because the Earthrise Prowl was very hard to get. He was like an Amazon exclusive with Ironhide, the Earthrise version, so it's hard to get this guy. I only actually have Siege one, so it's nice to get this one. And yeah, it's essentially the Earthrise Prowl, decorated in G1 colors, got the gun, got everything else. Really nice sculpt, and looks good. So yeah, I can't complain there. There's Prowl dying, and then of course, poor Ironhide. Also, you can also attach the blast effect to his chest, and his chest is just completely mangled. Basically just a repack with the updated chest from the Studio Series version. So there you go. And it also comes with, it comes with a lot of blast effects. You get the two I showed you. You also get these, and then there's a few more there. So you get a ton of blast effects. Purple ones, which we really haven't got a lot of. But yeah, good set. If you can get it for 15 bucks, I would definitely do it. For 15 bucks, this is 9 out of 10. Let's move on. That's it for Transformers. Let's move on to a whole lot of Star Wars. All right, time for some Star Wars, guys. And we're going to start out, well, this is all vintage collection. I will let you know that I paid retail for one of these figures. And that's it. Everything else has been on clearance, or I'm actually making payments on the very last thing that I show you guys, which is the biggest thing that we have in this video. But let's go ahead and start with this. This is the Endor Leia, and why in the world would I buy this figure? This figure's maybe trash. I don't know. We're going to find out if it's trash. This was 10 bucks on Amazon. But why, oh why would I get this figure? Well, you know what? Let me show you why I got this figure. All right, so be warned, if you're trying to do what I'm doing, it's not going to work very well. Got Leia for the whole speeder bike chase, and I'll tell you, this Leia is an older figure. It doesn't fit on this bike worth a damn. It's pretty sad. You can kind of see how I got her on there. It'll do the job, but there's no articulation in the hips like what you've got with the, just so happens I have them here, the Luke in Endor, which fits on a lot better, as you guys can see there. But I got these speeder bikes too, because they were 18 on Amazon the other day, so I was able to get 3 of them, which I'll show you guys in a second. But yeah, just be warned, if you're trying to do this, it's gonna take some work, and it doesn't look very good. So we'll have to try to work that out a little bit more, but I think we've got a good start on this scene. I've got 2 other speeder bikes with Scouts, so there you go. But yeah, there might be better options than the vintage collection Leia. You could even go to the old Power of the Force one, but this one, not a great figure like I thought it would be. It's like a 5 out of 10. Let's move on. All right, like I mentioned in the last segment, these bad boys right here. 1, 2, hang on. There's more. 3. All 18 bucks on Amazon the other day. I'm not sure. I think it was like an Easter sale. Not sure if they got them, but if they do, I mean, go for it. I got 3 of these for about $10 more than it would have been for one at retail. So check it out. Yeah, very happy with them. Honestly, I think the Endor Luke fits on the best. He really does. The Biker Scout's a little cumbersome to get on too, but yeah, if you guys are looking for speeder bikes, definitely go for these. I'm not going to show it to you again. You've seen, we've gone over the speeder bike with the Biker Scout, so I won't show you again. Let's move on to some more vintage collection. All right, this is a figure that I've been looking at for a little while, but never going to pay the $27.99 price tag that everyone's had it on. They went on clearance and then just kind of vanished. But Amazon, you guys trash Amazon a lot. I hear you guys trashing Amazon. I got to tell you, I don't have the same experience with Amazon that you guys do. I've maybe had 1 or 2 incidents with Amazon since I've been collecting, so don't know what it is. But this guy was $10 on Amazon. I actually got 2 of them, but we're only going to crack open one, show you, see if this is worth the $10. I think it might be. But there it is. Of course, they are going to re-release this with just the Dark Trooper and charge you $17 for it coming later this summer. So let's crack him open. Let's see if he's worth the $10. Okay. First of all, is he worth $10? Yeah, I think he's worth $10. I really do. I think the sculpt's good. Get you guys a good look at it. We've got a bunch of accessories here in the little battery compartment, so we don't want to lose those. There's a look at him. And yeah, he's not bad. One cool thing that I like, you can kind of see the red there. That's light piping. So, you know, I saw him at first and I was like, wait, his eyes aren't really red enough, but he's got light piping. So there's some light. You can kind of see the glow there a little bit. But he's okay. Mine's a little stiff. The articulation's a little stiff and doesn't move super great. So I've got to mess with him a little bit more. Obviously, I got him out really quick just to show you guys. But he's not too bad. I do think Black Series did a better job on this guy. But one good thing is this whole centerpiece, his chest and everything, it's not a removable, like a loose piece like it was on the Black Series. So that's good. So there's a look at the Dark Trooper, the back. The paint's good. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of paint to begin with. So that's not bad. Also comes with a couple of blast effects that you can put on the bottom of his feet, a la the Black Series. So that's cool. Comes with a couple of hands, and then he comes with the whole battery charging station, which is cool too. So I mean, if you're wanting an entire army of these, it is cool to have these lined up all the way down. And there you go. You'd have a really cool looking scene. But again, is it worth? It's worth 10. You know, you're going to get that kind of look when you have that. But how Hasbro ever thought this is worth $28 is beyond me. This is in no way worth $28. This came in 5 different pieces that you have to assemble. And this is not $28 at all. So we know why it went in clearance. Again, don't get hyped with the FOMO. Wait, this stuff's not worth what they're charging, guys. So this is cool. Am I glad I waited and paid $10 for him? Oh yeah, for $10, he's an 8 out of 10. Let's take a look at some carded vintage collection. All right, carded vintage collection. I got the Skiff, the old Skiff. I think that's probably 3 or 4 years old now. And I have a Power of the Force Weequay, but I really don't like him. I think he just doesn't fit in with the updated Skiff guards that I have on the Skiff. So I decided to get the new Weequay, which I think I paid $12 on Amazon for this guy. One of my favorite looking Skiff guards. Actually, all of them are cool. They're all really, really cool. And there's a look at this guy. Updated articulation, of course, comes with the gun, comes with the pike and all that. I like that card art. And then I'm really happy that Vintage Collection changed the card backs. You'll see an updated card back on the next figure that I open up for you guys. But this guy looks cool. So let's go ahead. Let's take him out. We'll even put him on the Skiff, see how he looks on there. Okay, it's a funny thing with Vintage Collection. Sometimes you think it's going to be better than the older Saga, Power of the Force days, and other times it's like, you know, the differences are minor. So let's take a look at both. Here's the Power of the Force. Old figure. This figure's almost 30 years old. And here is the Vintage Collection. Now, obviously, the proportions are much better on the Vintage Collection than they are on the Power of the Force. Power of the Force, these are He-Man figures, let's be honest. Also, I think the head sculpt's definitely better as well. But they kind of can blend in together, honestly. One improvement, too, that Hasbro made was having the skirts come down over the articulation instead of blending the skirts in with the articulation back in the Power of the Force days. But this is a little bit older vintage collection figure. He doesn't have as much articulation as some of the new ones. He doesn't have the ball jointed hips that you can move the hips around and that sort of thing. And if you notice, the pose you want for this guy that I have him in is kind of the pose that this comes in. So it's like, is this $17 figure really worth more and better than this $5 figure? I mean, not really. Not really. So I kind of trashed this figure at first, but really, I mean, I think you'd be okay with this one if you can't find him or you don't want to pay $17 for this one. So let's put them both on the skiff and let's kind of see what it looks like from there. All right, there he is. He's on the skiff. Now, there's a good look at him. I've got the rest of my skiff guards on there too. So the Power of the Force one's on the right, and here's the newer one. There's the Power of the Force one. They actually go in really good. I mean, the Power of the Force blends in pretty nicely. And by the way, I love this skiff. This thing is phenomenal. I got this for $50 at one of my local toy shops. The thing is amazing. If I can find another one, I'll get another one. I think it'll be cool. So, also, there's another new figure. Awesome figure, Triclops. He's not really part of this video, but since he's standing here, we might as well take a look at him. Great figure. Kind of using the Faker body from New Eternia, and he's phenomenal. Great figure. He's a 9 out of 10. This Weequay, getting back on point, he's like a 6 out of 10 because he's overpriced, and he's not much better than that guy. So there you go. There's a look at the Weequay. Let's take a look at the brand new Count Dooku from TVC next. All right, I don't know if I've ever pre-ordered, canceled a figure more than I did on this one. I was very, very hesitant to get this figure. I will admit I did pay retail for this guy, but check him out. I mean, it's pretty good. I've actually been comparing him to the Saga version, 2003, the Revenge of the Sith version, 2005. From what I'm seeing, looking at those figures, this one is head and shoulders above it. He also does come with some extra hand with some lightning and extra saber hilt. So there you go. And I mentioned in the Weequay segment, the card backs on these have changed, which this is much better. This really showcases the figure itself. We're not really worried about the upcoming releases. We all know what's in the wave. You don't need to show us 100 times. So I like that it's showcased. The figure gives a nice bio in every language you could possibly think of. So there you go. Attack of the Clones, Count Dooku. Let's see what he looks like. All right. Good little figure. Really, really is. Look at that. That is a great likeness. I mean, geez, I hate to say it, but it's almost as good or better than the Black Series. Of course, we sold it, so we can't compare it. But looks really good. I do articulation, all that. Fantastic. This is not a review video. I'm not going to go over it. I'm going to just kind of show you what it looks like, give you the opinion. But I like the soft goods. Soft good cape flows really well. There's a look at the back. No one really cares. There's a look at the hilt, which it's nice to see a hilt. Hello, Black Series. What are you doing? But saber also, nice red. These were getting a little short. No pun intended. Short. Earlier on was some of the Obi-Wan figures, but it looks like they've corrected that. The one gripe I have about this is this. So this lightning piece right here only fits in the hand that holds the saber the best. The other hand doesn't hold the saber really at all. It's open. It's too wide. So that's my one gripe. But I do like that he comes with the lightning hand, comes with the saber, and that profile, phenomenal. Really, really well done. Is he worth $17? That's going to be the real question. No. None of these are worth $17, in my opinion. But if you can find them for 15 or below, yeah, if you want to wait. Now, the problem is everybody wants this figure, and he's selling out everywhere, so just know that. But this is a good one. He's going to be my only Count Dooku, and I don't need another one, so there you go. Super cool figure. We got one more, and it's a big one. All right, last piece of the haul, showcase, whatever you want to call this video. The Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter. And yes, this is an expensive one, but and this is going on now. And the deal right now is actually even better if you guys are interested in this. This is like a 6-month-old vehicle, so just, you know, that's kind of why this deal's happening. But if you go on Amazon, yes, Amazon, I think it's $94 right now, but you have a 3-month payment plan. I got it for when it was just about $100 and did the 3-month payment plan. So I have to pay about $33 a month on my credit card. So that's not that big of a deal. So I was actually okay with that. Good look at the packaging here. We got the N1, we got the little Grogu, we got another Mando, and the back of the box looks exactly the same, except it shows you the card of Mando, and it's got the vintage collection. So let's crack this open. You guys have to give me a little bit of time. Crack it open. We'll take a look at it. See if it's worth the $90. All right. It's hard to know if this is money well spent. But let's take a look at the Mando first. I did not unbox the Mando. This, what I've heard, is the Escape Mando. You know, that $80 3.5 figure set that Hasbro had for SDCC. So there's that Mando. I think this might be the Mines of Mandalore Mando coming out too. I'm not sure if this is different than that. He comes with all the same stuff, so it might be. I'm not sure if that's the same figure, but you get this guy, which is cool. We'll open him later on. Not going to worry about that. And then you get a couple different stands. So this is the stand that you get if you want to leave it like it's parked, you know, and you want figures around it and that sort of thing. So that's kind of cool. I like that they include that. But then you get this. This stand is awesome. I mean, per everything Hasbro's doing with their stands, you get it on and you can kind of pose it however you want. You can have it flying down. You can have it flying up. And it looks really good. I love that they've done this. They did this with a couple other things. They've done it with the speeder bikes and that sort of thing. So it looks really good. As for the N1 itself, you guys can see there's a lot of detail in this bad boy. There is a lot going on. We'll kind of start around. You've got cannons down below here. There's a look at the undercarriage there. A lot of detail work went into these. Now, I'm not sure, but from what I heard, this is just a very heavy retool. Well, I don't know. I'll have to do my homework on that a little more. This one feels like it's heavier, but it might be a retool from the 1999 Naboo Starfighter. I'm not totally sure. So if it is, they did a lot of retooling, so you can kind of see why they came up with the price they did. But look at the detail. A lot of good detail in here. A lot of good yellows, gunmetals, chrome. A lot of good stuff. There's a look at the back. Kind of how that looks. I really need to move that light. And then, of course, we got Grogu in there as well. Now, the cool thing about that, if you have R5-D4, you can actually switch this part out. And simple as just taking it off. So there you go. That's cool, too. Also, they did kind of fix the way it opens. So if you guys remember back in 99, this actually flipped up. Now, it goes in and out as it should. Problem is, that's a very small little hole to get your Mando in, so we'll have to see if that actually works or not. But I love the detail. I think it looks really good, but is it worth, I mean, retail on this thing's like $131 or something like that, which, no. Now, you guys see a theme in this video. This shit ain't worth what you're paying for it. What the retail is, it's just not worth it. But if you can get it on a deal, absolutely, especially if you can pay payments. So as I said before in the last segment, $90, 3-month payments. If you're interested in this, I say definitely go for it. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. I still think it's overpriced. This feels more like maybe a $70 or $80 vehicle to me, but looks really cool. I also like how they put the Mandalorian there on the bottom. So yeah, there you go. Really cool looking fighter. I don't know where the hell I'm going to put it, but we'll find a place. So there you go. There is the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter with Grogu and with the Mando. That's all I got. I got a big pile of trash in front of me now, so I'm going to have to clean up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Doing something a little different, talking toys. But we're not going to just talk toys. As you saw in the last video, we're going to get into more real life stuff here very soon. Just kind of working those details out, but that's coming. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's nice to kind of open toys, get the reaction, and share them with you guys. That's really kind of the point and what's fun to me. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. You guys have a good one. Later.